Black Monday at Nsawam, and to join him in extending our condolences and sympathies to those who lost their family members and friends. Mr. Speaker, in contributing to this statement, I have two observations. One, to encourage the maker of the statement next time, knowing him, you have a reputation for statement, so your statement must be rich. Next time, we need information on the accident, like even the vehicle, what crashed into what, because we are a house of record. Because as of yesterday, the report from the police was that even the driver was on the run. So when you give us that detail, and Mr. Speaker can give consequential directive, we can follow through the statement. So next time, we need better particulars to guide our contribution to the statement. Brilliant statement. And Mr. Speaker, I say so because knowing that you have even worked at the level of DVLA, and then to raise another policy issue, when today Ghanaians don't understand the relationship between SIM card, national ID card, DVLA, they should understand, because the DVLA is an institution which holds critical data. If the police, and we have all respected what Dr. Buzia and many people who have come to DVLA are doing to improve their performance, we should be able to know that this is the driver, and then the police should have no difficulty tracking him and subjecting him to the full rigors of the law. So again, effort at building institutions, including the DVLA. And then, Mr. Speaker, it raises the issue of linkages. What is the relationship between DVLA and the police? And what is the police doing with information from DVLA in terms of data of drivers and others? So, Mr. Speaker, my second observation. But more importantly, Mr. Speaker, in Ghana, I'm sorry to say this, we are yet as a country to accept the reality of avoidable deaths, maybe because of religion. When it happens, we say, it's happened, let's give it to God. It's God. But Mr. Speaker, avoidable deaths. Even as Muslims, when it happens, we will say, Inna Lillah, and it is that we came from God, and to him we return from God. So, Mr. Speaker, we are not probing enough as a country, and we are not educating people enough to appreciate the concept of avoidable death, that death is avoidable. Mr. Speaker, if you take statistics, maybe I should use my own Tamale. If you go to Tamale Teaching Hospital, the accident ward, all the victims with broken limbs, legs, femur, or what do they call it? If you ask where is the source of the accident, they say Moto or Moto King or Nahi. So avoidable accident and avoidable death. But Ghana, Mr. Speaker, maybe because of religion. Then, Mr. Speaker, again, when you take a pickup, the manufacturer of the pickup doesn't put cargo at the bucket. In Ghana, we don't put cargo, we put human beings. The bucket of a pickup, even for purpose of our rallies, we endanger lives. You put people inside the bucket instead of cargo. But note, the manufacturer hardly will put human beings in the bucket. Mr. Speaker, I have with me here, and I just hope that is why I said you should accommodate me. I have with me here National Road Safety Authority 2020 annual report. I have with me here. And Mr. Speaker, I just want to quote this for the record in supporting the maker of the statement. Mr. Speaker, it reads, the year 2020 recorded an increase of 15.5% in crashes, 21.9% in fatalities, and 9.8% in serious injuries over the 2019 figures. The Traffic System Risk TSR Index, that is fatalities per 10,000 vehicles, increased from 7.17 fatalities per 10,000 vehicles in 2019 to 8.15 fatalities, 10,000 vehicles in 2020. And Mr. Speaker, it has these revealing numbers. The casualty statistics indicated that in 2020, the Ashanti region recorded the highest number of fatalities, totaling 556 deaths, representing 22%, followed by 476 deaths, 18.8% in Greater Accra region. Eastern region, 348 deaths, 13.8%. Central region, 237 deaths, 9.4%. Western region, 178 deaths. Bunu East region, 156 deaths. Volta region, 121 deaths. Bunu, 94 deaths. Savannah region, 70. Mr. Speaker, I'll give the paragraph to the table. So, Mr. Speaker, how do we stop the carnage on the roads? Must concern all of us. Now, Mr. Speaker, back to legislation. National Road Safety, and I'm particularly happy that the Minister for Roads is here. Under Act 993, National Road Safety Authority Act 2019, where is the governing board of the authority? It is not in place. You have an oversight committee functioning. Must that be the case? Act 993, National Road Safety Authority Act 2019. As I read from this report, Mr. Speaker, and I can refer to the opening pages of the National Safety Report, it quotes, owing to the change in the status of the Commission to an authority by the NRSA Act, the old governing board, constituted in 2017, was formally dissolved. So since its dissolution, show me the new board which has so been constituted in accordance with this law. There is no governing board. Then the minister appoints what is called in this report, Mr. Speaker, oversight committee. Where in this law do you have oversight committee? So the very institution which should be working with other institutions, including the police, the Ministry for Roads, the DVLA, to deal with the carnage of our road, we have not done what is expected of us in giving true meaning to the law. Governing board, 2021, where is it? So, Mr. Speaker, in supporting and commending the maker of the statement, the President must take urgent steps as is required of him under the law to constitute the board. And we expect them to work more assiduously to reduce the accidents on our road. And Mr. Speaker, as I have said, in Ghana, we have not accepted avoidable deaths as part of working to avoid needless deaths in our country. When it happens in the name of religion, we say it's God. But some deaths are avoidable. That is why you won't wake up and just take GBT poison to drink, because you don't want to go there much more earlier. So, Mr. Speaker, in commending him, as was observed by previous speakers, overloading. What is the police doing about it? The night driving, some of the vehicles, even without lights, sometimes with one light on, then overtaking and overspeeding. We all know it. And then to assure the maker of the statement, we all enjoyed even the stopover in Sawam as rural boy from Tamale. Anytime we are returning home from the university, the popular Sawam bread, and then the other meat. Trophy, yes. It was a delight, Mr. Speaker, traveling on that route. I see the maker of the statement saying that I now fly. Sometimes when I have to, then I fly. But Mr. Speaker, I commend him. But Mr. Speaker, our institutions must work together. We expect the DVLA and the police to have a unified, coordinated relationship. What is the police doing with the data that DVLA is holding? Then you publish to the public that the driver is on the run. On the run where? That is why DVLA took record of the driver. So, Mr. Speaker, and the Minister for Roads, Minister for Transport, why? Go and advise the President that he should constitute the Road Safety Authority Board and stop working through an oversight committee which is not known to the law. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.